Good job. Count to 5, Shauna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good girl. And whoa, Fred.
Now we're going to go on the hill.
Yes, we're going to go up the hill. Can you find me another marble, please?
Okay, so this leg has released already. How's this leg? Good girl. We've called it Equine Assisted Occupational Therapy. I am the only one practicing full-time as an OT using the horse in this way. Well, normally an occupational therapist will see children in a school environment, in a therapy clinic environment. The horse is a very concentrated, effective tool for balancing sensory processing. So we can achieve within a few minutes what you might achieve in a half an hour in a therapy session.
There he is.
And where's the red doggy? Well done, Olivia. It's about the sensory processing, it's about the motor coordination, it's about promoting their learning, but there's also a huge part of it that works on the theory of mind. The theory of mind is our ability to understand that other people and animals and creatures have feelings and an understanding of the world other than ourselves, and seeing the world from another perspective. Hello, Fred.
You do see a horse looking forward to seeing a child every week. Then they'll recognise different children when they get up on them, and they'll recognise different situations. So you'll see whenever the children get down, the horse will actually turn around to greet them and to look at them and to see that they're all right after their lesson. It's amazing.
We say thanks, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Thanks, Fred.
Coming from a therapeutic background is unique. A lot of places set up courses coming from an equine background. We've so much expertise in therapeutic and disability here. We have amazing people teaching independence in our vocational school, and they do train us where we get to put on our blindfolds and feel what it feels like to be visually impaired. And it feels very precarious when you do that. And you realise how much of a leap you're asking people to make to get on this huge animal and trust that you're going to keep them safe.
It's kind of like riding a bicycle, but without handlebars and wheels. You could probably find it hard to cycle when you're visually impaired, and it may be easier when riding a horse. Unlike a bicycle, which is an object, a horse has personality and all, and actually has feelings.
Darren with Cody, if we can actually get that, that would be amazing.
Audrey does the assessments, she does the goal setting, and she works through programs with all of the instructors here. And she will say, okay, this child has these requirements. And then we give feedback after every session, and then we tailor the next session based on the feedback that we get that day.
I work in ChildVision. I'm a social care worker here in ChildVision with our vocational students, and I've seen the benefit it has to them. So I thought maybe it might help my little fella.
You're doing a great job, Sean. You're the best boy. Sean has a diagnosis of autism, and coinciding with that, a lot of children with autism have sensory processing difficulties. So that's what we're seeing with Sean. When he arrived, he was quite upset and over-aroused. When we started, he was sitting. He wasn't settling and sitting, so we turned him onto his back. He didn't quite settle on his back, but it was improved. So put him onto his tummy, and he could feel best the movement and the warmth of the horse. So he calmed down. So then he was able to sit up, and he started to engage with us then when we were on the sensory trail. So when you get them to a point that their sensory systems are balanced, you can then start new learning. Sean, will Sean get the ring? Will Sean get the ring? Good boy.
Sean would be very hyper, 100 mile an hour, and he's very relaxed. When we come back, when we're driving back in the car, he's nice and chilled and straight into school. And they even say in school that he comes in and he's really, really relaxed after being on the horse. We're hoping that's going to help improve his communication. They're doing work with him to, when Fred goes, for Fred to stop and for Fred to go faster. And so he's starting to understand that.
Go, Fred.
Good boy, Fred. You get to see massive results in a very short space of time when it's working well. And the fact that we tailor it to each individual, and we can do because of Audrey, means that you're getting these results time after time after time, and you're seeing huge improvements. We have a young boy who comes, couldn't talk to me, he couldn't say my name. And after a very intensive hour and a half with Audrey, he turned around and he said to me, "My name is Luke and it's my birthday today." And that was direct eye contact. And that just blows you away. It's fantastic.
Walk on, Patty.
Walk on, Paddy.
For a parent with a child with a disability, leisure's huge because the brother goes off to football, the sister goes off to ballet, and this child doesn't have anything that they love. So they come here and they love it. They're in the minority and often in many other places in their lives. In other activities that they do, they're a little bit slower than their peers, whereas here they find a peer group where they're all equal and they have something in common together. So our goals are not just around being on a horse, they're not just around learning skills to ride, they spread out into the home environment and the whole life of the child. So I think that part of it is unique.
Oh, it's so close, Darren! Yeah!
This is, hands down, way better than anything we've ever worked at. And we would all feel the same. We love what we do. When you can come in and see these amazing children and see the work that happens here week in, week out.
Every day I can't wait to get to work. I can't wait to see what new challenges I'll meet, how I can change the lives of these people even more. I do think that there's huge potential here and I'm really looking forward to see how that unfolds.
So you've seen the work that goes on in our equine unit down here in ChildVision. And it's brilliant on a sunny day because all the kids can ride on the horses, they can groom them, they can be in the arena. Except we live in Ireland and half of the year it's lashing rain or it's windy, which spooks the horses and all of that. So we need to raise some money to cover the arena so that the environment, the therapeutic environment, is good, safe and comfortable for these children. So we would ask either individuals or companies who would be interested in helping us to contact us here at childvision.ie.